In a world obsessed with rankings, two men dare to chisel greatness out of metaphorical granite, one wildly subjective opinion at a time. This show, every episode, we select four icons from a single topic and immortalize them in our own personal halls of fame. Subjective? Absolutely. Debatable? Always. Set in stone? Until next week, welcome to the Mount Rushmore Show, where your top four says everything about you. I'm Mike Mintz. He's Joe Mintz, and we are festive looking, Joe, as we head into this is our last podcast before the holidays here.
It is. Well, the holidays are in swing now. For our audience, let's not let them forget. We are two Jews doing a podcast right now. So it is the seventh night of Hanukkah tonight, Mike.
True, true. Yep.
But for us, a monolithic Christian community out there, he might be referring to December 25th, which is this week. But it is everyone's favorite time of year. Not Christmas morning, but the week of Christmas. That sweet spot where the anticipation is all-time high. The lights are still glowing. The vibes are immaculate. And we haven't hit the inevitable dopamine crash that slaps us square in the face on December 26th. But right now, everyone is finishing their shopping, except Mike, maybe not you.
Oh,
Or pretending they are.
I gotta, I always wait until really into, invariably I'll forget someone, in which I'll just be like, oh, it's in the mail. I ordered it last minute. It's coming. It never
I
comes.
picture you as Arnold Schwarzenegger knocking over people in the store to grab the latest toy for Cooper on the shelf before it runs out the day before Christmas.
That's a pretty accurate one, and you would think I would learn, but no, every year is the exact same.
And if you only listen to this on audio, just so you guys know, Mike looks exactly in both stature and build like Schwarzenegger.
I'll take it, man. At least
But
don't
if
watch
you're
the video.
watching on YouTube right now, Mike, why don't you walk them through your wardrobe right now? Because it's fantastic.
This is one of my favorites. My kids love this one, and this is my Santa going down the chimney hat, which it's kind of clipping out and stuff because my green screen's not perfect. I also have my Cobra Kai ugly Christmas sweater. Strike hard, strike first, no mercy.
Yeah, you're such a nerd, but this is a nerd podcast, so I'll allow it.
Dunsky. You got a Santa hat on though, classic man,
I
classic.
do, and I have a very on-brand T-shirt that says "Most likely to work out with Santa," which was a gift from my brother-in-law's mother, which maybe makes her my grandmother-in-law. I don't know the terms, but it was very on-brand, and I'm enjoying wearing it today. And
Uh,
honestly, it's the only day or week I would wear it. And December 26th on, it kind of gets shoveled under the other unused T-shirts with random logos of random days.
Yeah, this is the one time of the year that people have clothing specific for this time of the year. And it's like, there's some Halloween stuff, mostly like costume things that you kind of throw away. But these ones, I leave them in they're like still hanging. I leave this sweater, this ugly sweater hanging up all year long. I can only use it once or twice during the holiday season. So
I
strange.
know, it's great. It's like a whole new wardrobe you forgot you had. It's
Ooh,
like going shopping without paying for it. It's the best. It
for
brings this
sure.
whole new level of energy. But that's what the holidays are for. People are walking around neighborhoods just to look at lights. There's eggnog consumptions at dangerous levels. And most importantly, we're doing all of it while blasting holiday music that instantly, at least for me, but I would say most of us, puts us in that feel good, childlike headspace. Because whether you want to admit it or not, holiday songs are the soundtrack to joy, nostalgia, and I'd argue temporary emotional stability during a stressful time for some. And that's exactly what we're going to talk about today. It's our Mount Rushmore of holiday songs. The songs that transport us back to that simpler time when life felt lighter, warmer, and full of wonder. And just like our holiday movie episode, we're calling it holiday songs, not Christmas songs. Because not only because it's two Jews doing a podcast right now, but because December is a big tent. We're leaving the door open for all traditions, all vibes, and all bangers that earn their place this time of year.
I agree, Joe. It's an interesting episode, and I'm glad that we're leaving the criteria wide open for, if you're celebrating Saturnalia, for the old ancient Roman holiday that was the
Of
precursor to
course, my
Christmas.
favorite music comes from the
Saturnalia.
four-syllable holiday I can't pronounce correctly.
Maybe that's the one. I have to be honest though, and full disclosure to anybody listening, I do usually not like holiday music or Christmas music, and I'll give you a reason why. It's not like I grew up and was like immediately hating it. I worked in radio for 8 years. When you work in radio, anytime that December hits, the Christmas classics get played on repeat. Now, there's not enough Christmas classics to fill out a format that you're not going to be hearing the same songs over and over and over again. Some of these, this is why this one's hard for me. I do have four that I do love, and I have put them on my list. But I'm going to be honest, Joe, and to other people, there are songs out there, Christmas songs, holiday songs, whatever you want to call them, that I loathe, absolutely hate. And if they come on, the opposite of Christmas cheer happens, man. I go full on Ebenezer Scrooge, bah humbug, and I'm in a bad mood. I'll name one right off the bat. And if this one's on yours, Joe, we can fight about it right now. But this is Santa Baby. I cannot stand that song. It was probably fine hearing it once or twice, but working in radio, hearing it on repeat and the performance, never, never. Sorry.
Okay, it's not on my list, and
Good.
for you folks listening, this is not our Mount Rushmore of Christmas or holiday songs we loathe. It's the ones we love, and you're in for a treat because we are going to actually edit and add the songs at the top of each of our picks. So you're going to get not only why we chose the songs, but you're going to get a hit of dopamine from the songs themselves during this podcast. And honestly, Mike, as I was preparing for this podcast, I realized how deprived I was of Christmas music or holiday music. I got to keep correcting myself here. Um, as is someone that does a podcast with you and is also an enormous consumer of podcasts who's always playing Keeping Up with the Joneses with the newest weekly pod of my favorites, I don't listen to a lot of music. And as I'm going through this, I'm now in the mood and it's hitting right. It's like hearing it for the first time again. I'm sure if I, like some, was playing it since before Thanksgiving, I'd be sick of it by now. But right now, I am looking forward to the week ahead and talking about some of these hits that are going to play probably to the point where I'm going to be sick of them by actual Christmas. But we'll see. Right now, I'm excited.
Awesome. Well, and I mean, they're novelty song adjacent. Let's not kid ourselves here. But at the same point in time, when they hit and the mood feels right and everything's going, it just elevates everything to have a great holiday song that brings back old memories, all of those stuff, that nostalgia and Christmas and holidays, everything tied together. It's a beautiful thing. And this is the season. Tis the season, Joe. So.
And before we get into our picks, like most podcasts we do here, I'm going to take you back to the origins of the topic here and why they hit so hard, these songs. Because holiday music didn't start as background noise for shopping malls, believe it or not. Originally, these songs were tied to tradition, religion, and storytelling, passed down from generations as a way to mark the season. But over time, it's developed from hymns and carols into what I would say full-blown cultural staples such as Santa Baby. But what makes holiday music unique is replayability without burnout in some cases. But somehow we listen to the same song or same 30 songs every year and don't revolt. We come back to them. It's nostalgia on demand. And every time we hear them, they get linked to family gatherings, the long car rides, decorating the tree, holiday movies that are playing in the background. A time when responsibilities felt much smaller. And once film and pop culture got involved, forget it. These songs have now become emotionally bulletproof. You hear the opening notes and you're instantly back to sitting on a floor as a kid, wrapped in a blanket, opening gifts, or just feeling safe, warm, and optimistic. I mean, that's the power of holiday music. And today, I'm locking in my four picks with those that take me back.
Yeah, same here, Joe. And that's a great rundown of where we're at. These are my four as well of the ones that I could probably play on repeat and still love them. And they have connections to all of those things that you just talked about.
Mike, hit us with your first one.
All right, my first one, and I'll be honest, because of the way I feel like Christmas music, holiday music is a bit of a minefield for me because of my distaste for some of these songs. These ones I do love though, and my number one that I'm putting up there is "Rockin' Around the Christmas Tree." This is really, it's a classic. I mean, I don't have a bunch of classics on mine, and this one is probably as close as it's gonna get. 1958, Brenda Lee. A little bit of trivia: 13 years old when she recorded that song. She must have been smoking a pack a day because she does not sound like a 13-year-old in that one.
Hey, whiskey and nicotine was what we kind of lived on back then.
Yeah, it was the 50s. Come on, it was a simple time.
Red meat, water was not as popular as it is today.
Yeah, I mean, in 50s terminology, she was in her 50s, because at 13, that's an old person. Written by Johnny Marks. And if you don't know, if you're sitting there going, who the heck is that guy? I mean, he wrote some major classics as well, other than Rockin' Around the Christmas Tree. I'm talking Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer, A Holly Jolly Christmas. The guy is Christmas music personified when it comes to writing, and I love Rockin' Around the Christmas Tree. I kind of look at it as a spiritual successor or a spiritual twin to Jingle Bell Rock. They're both great songs. They're both very similar. This one, though, I think gets the edge out, partially because I think it's just a better song. I think it has a little bit more legs to it, and the scene from one of my favorite holiday movies, Home Alone, with the fake party scene where Macaulay Culkin, Kevin, is pulling the strings to the marionettes as they dance around to this song. Just adds another little bit of level to it.
Mike, we're going to share this one. You pulled the wind from my sails because I was debating this and Jingle Bell Rock, one or the other.
Oh, me too. I debated which one I was going to pick.
Because they're in a similar vein, similar energy, similar time you listen to them. They're similar soundtrack in movies. And as you've made the pick, I'm picturing, as our listeners hear this, the song playing over, which is going to be immaculate. But you're right. The song was recorded, Brenda Lee, at 13, crazy, which somehow makes it even crazier that it's been a staple for over 6 decades. It came out in 1958, and it didn't top the charts immediately. Over time, it became replayed as one of the most iconic holiday songs of all time. It's upbeat without being annoying. It makes you want to move. It sounds like Christmas lights flickering a little bit. And it makes me feel like I'm decorating the tree. I'm in a living room full of people and laughing for no reason. It's just pure energy, and it never gets old.
Yeah, I couldn't agree more. It's one that I throw on with great regularity and dance around to. Well, I guess I'm up for my number 2 then, Joe.
That's right.
I'm going to pick one. This might be surprising, and to maybe not to you, but definitely to some listeners. I know that this one is somewhat disliked, but for me, it's underrated and overhated, and I'm going with Paul McCartney's Wonderful Christmas Time. The synth intro to that thing, the meaningless lyrics, it just puts me in the right mood. It feels like late 70s, early 80s. It's not a classic, it's become a classic. Yeah, clearly McCartney was writing this to make millions every year at Christmas time, and sure, it paid off. And yeah, it's probably a pretty simple one, but I love it nonetheless. And here, maybe because it's underplayed, that's why I like it. It's kind of underrated. People do kind of dislike this one, but I will say this, and this might upset some people, but as far as the Beatles go, there's at least 2 different Christmas songs, and Paul McCartney's has the best. So, sorry, John Lennon fans.
Yeah, I don't have this one. It just wasn't a regular for me in the mix. But it's still a great pick. I mean, anything Paul McCartney, I'm such a big fan of that guy. Saw him live once. Very cool.
Oh, wow, Macca. Yeah.
And it's one of those songs that people either absolutely love or quietly admits drives them insane, and that alone makes it Mount Rushmore worthy. We're talking about Wonderful Christmas Time.
Yes.
Correct?
Yes.
Because that was the only Christmas song that I remember him doing from that time, right?
Yeah, he did, but John Lennon had released Happy Christmas around the similar time period, maybe in the mid-70s. But this one is the Beatles' solo Christmas song that I love, which is Wonderful Christmas Time.
I remember right in the middle of Paul McCartney's post-Beatles run. What's wild is that it's basically a one-man operation. Paul wrote it, produced it, and played nearly all the instruments himself. And you can kind of hear that in the song. It's very pure, late 70s synth chaos in the best way possible. It sounds like someone discovered a keyboard for the first time and said, "Yeah, this is Christmas now." You know, they. What makes it interesting is it wasn't universally loved at first, kind of like our other song from Brenda Lee. Critics kind of ripped it when it came out, but culturally, it really never went away. Fast forward over 40 years from now, it's on almost every holiday playlist in every store, and very inescapable in December. And that's kind of the point. The song doesn't rely on nostalgia from childhood memories the way some others do. It kind of created its own lane. It feels very playful, weird, a little off kilter, which kind of fits the holidays perfectly. Also, lyrically, it's very simple.
Yeah.
And that's honestly there was a line. It was like the mood is right, the spirit's up. We're here tonight, and that's enough. That's kind of the holiday thesis in one sentence.
That's what I love about it is almost the meaninglessness of it, the simplicity of it. But I'm telling you, Joe, the second that synth hits at the intro of that song, which we're probably playing right now, you just can't. It just feels like the right feeling. So,
yeah, you don't need perfection. You don't need everything figured out. You just need people, vibes, and a reason to unplug. And love it or hate it, that's the second that synth line starts, you know exactly what season it is. Which might be honestly the most important requirement for any holiday song.
well, I'm glad that I picked it, and it's probably controversial. I'm glad you don't have it, so we can actually hear one of your picks here for the Mount Rushmore show.
This might be truly my favorite, and the whole reason we're titling this the Hanukkah. I just gave it away. The Christmas holiday song, and it is the Hanukkah song by none other than Adam Sandler from 1994.
Okay.
This one is personal. Released in the mid 90s, the song was instantly iconic during his SNL run, especially for anyone who didn't hear themselves represented much in holiday music growing up. And it's funny, it's clever, it's unapologetically joyful, and the time was hilarious.
Instead of one day of presents.
The cultural references to celebrities that were Jewish and even weren't was incredible. And now it's legendary. It debuted on late night TV on SNL during Weekend Update. It's been updated multiple times with new verses. It gave an entire generation permission to laugh and celebrate their holiday proudly and almost kind of ironically. And it's inclusive without trying too hard. It's nostalgia heavy for millennials like me. And it proves holiday songs don't have to be serious to matter either. And it's very self-aware. It feels like it's in on the joke, and that's powerful. Because drink your marijuana, drink your gin and tonica, smoke your marijuana, and have a happy, happy Hanukkah. Also, O.J. Simpson, not a Jew. Who knew?
I love this pick, Joe. Of course, we're going to share this one. The Hanukkah song is one of the ones I play every time. I remember when it comes out. I didn't see the SNL when it appeared, but we bought the album, which was the famous stand-up album from Adam Sandler, What the Hell Happened to Me. My dad would play this. He would take that CD. I don't think he listened to another track on there. And he would put that thing in, and he would skip to that track, and he would play it on repeat in the car whenever we traveled anywhere, anytime around Hanukkah or Christmas. I know every single word to this thing because it's been drilled into me, and I love it every time it plays. The O.J. Simpson line, I love the reference to Tom Cruise and his agent.
Yes.
These are, what's really odd is how these references have held up over time, right? Nothing, sometimes you go back and you go, oh, that changed or that didn't age well. It's like the Hanukkah song aged amazingly well. It's a beautiful piece. I will say, this is my favorite thing about it, is Adam Sandler's a good singer, but it's not about quality here. It's about the feeling that he puts on the performances. It's something about him kind of giggling to himself as he's going, the crowd's into it, and it's all part of that just makes it perfect. I love the Hanukkah song. Definitely sharing that.
Yeah, and holidays for Jews growing up that just celebrate Hanukkah can be kind of isolating. December 25th kind of be a bummer. You feel like you're kind of left out. And to hear the names as a kid of all the other Jews out there in an area where I grew up where there weren't many meant a lot to me. David Lee Roth lights the menorah.
Yep.
Harrison Ford half Jewish.
Yeah.
Paul Newman, Rod Carew, Goldie Hawn, James Caan. Legends. Didn't know.
All Three Stooges. Yep.
Yes. But yes, favorite holiday song, brings me back, makes me feel part of the crew. And honestly, who just doesn't love Adam Sandler? He's got a 100% approved rating in my book.
I love it, man. Well, Joe, I only have one more, and I think
No,
you
you have two
have.
more.
Well, I shared. I did "Rocking Around the Christmas Tree," "Wonderful Christmas Time," and I'm sharing Hanukkah song with you.
Oh, right on.
So I only have one more, but I wonder. I think you still have two, right?
Yes,
So
I
well,
do.
let's do. Why don't we do one of yours, and then we'll swap out the last two. So
So I'm going to go with Christmas by Darlene Love. Baby, Please Come Home. 1963. The intro, when this song starts, it's just the beginning. Forget the lyrics. Boo, snow's coming down. When that just comes, I just immediately get transported, man. It hits unlike any intro to a song I've ever experienced. And it just feels like Christmas. It's an old song, it came out in the 60s. It was part of Phil Spector's legendary holiday album.
oh, sure.
And like most of these, it didn't explode immediately, but over time, it kind of became a classic. And right now, it's untouchable. I mean, big production, huge vocals. It's emotional as well, but not sad either. And the song became even more iconic thanks to a lot of the recurring performances on late night TV, where it felt like Christmas started the moment she sang it. And it captures longing, warmth, and hope all at once. And it also just feels cinematic, like snowfall in slow motion almost. It's joyful but grounded, which makes it hit even harder. This is a turn up the volume and drive through neighborhoods with lights kind of song as well. And again, I'm just picturing re-listening to this with the song playing right now. And it just makes me smile.
It's a beautiful pick, Joe, and it's what I love about this pick is it kind of goes against that idea of what we sometimes think about with Christmas music. It's got to be poppy, it's got to be moving, it's got to be all of this stuff. But there's a lot of great songs like "Oh Holy Night" and "Silver Bells" that are these slower tunes, and I think this is the cream of the crop. Is "Christmas" by Darlene Love, "Baby Please Come Home." It's got that slow, iconic feel to it, that Phil Spector wall of sound that just makes it, you said cinematic, and I think that's the perfect way to describe it. It's like there's something extra layer to it. You can throw it on. You said drive around and look at the Christmas lights with this as your soundtrack. I don't know if there's a better song to put on to do something like that with.
Are you sharing this one for your last one, or you got something different?
I am not sharing this one, although I do love it. In my last one, this is one I should hate it, but for whatever reason,
Don't say Mariah Carey.
this is "All I Want for Christmas Is You" by Mariah Carey. Joe, and you can hate me, you can fight me, but
That's
here's
my
the thing.
Santa baby.
This is the thing. It's the final boss of Christmas songs, and I'm going to say it like this. You can claim it's not a classic. You can go, "Oh, 90s don't count." You could say, "Oh, it's overplayed," or whatever. But here's the deal, Joe. Truth be told, go find a room full of people right now, put this song on, and watch them sing every lyric to it and attempt to hit every high note. They'll do it. And to me, that's the spirit of Christmas, is when everybody's involved. You can't avoid it. You can sit there, you can put it on and even say, try not to sing along. People will. I love it. I want to hate it. And I know that the intro can be a little bit, but once the song gets going, I can't help but feel like, yeah, I kind of dig it, man. I dig it.
I understand. I mean, I don't want to be a holiday Grinch of the episode here.
We have to disagree somewhere. Come on.
Because I get why this song is here. But I've just never personally liked it. It's objectively one of the most successful holiday songs of all time. Unlike some of these others that it took decades to become popular, this one was an instant hit when it came out in the 90s. And it goes number one basically every single December, and has created Mariah Carey's career from this last 10 years forward. I don't think she's made original music in the past 10 years. They just troll her out during the New Year's ball drop to sing this song and collects her check and goes home. it's culturally unstoppable. But for me, and this is a me problem, it crosses the line from holiday spirit into full-blown holiday pandering. The song doesn't feel like nostalgia to me. It feels like Christmas being yelled at me in a Target aisle. It's kind of loud and polished, hyper-produced, and designed to emotionally hijack you, whether you want it or not. And that's kind of why it works, but also why I bounce off it. Where other holiday songs feel like they found their way into tradition, this one feels like it was engineered in a lab to dominate December, which Mariah Carey herself has basically admitted. It was written to sound timeless, but the intentionality makes it feel less organic to me. And let's be honest, Overplay has absolutely killed it for a lot of people. When a song starts November 1st, plays in every store, shows up in every commercial, and gets memed into oblivion, it stops feeling special and starts feeling mandatory. Now, I'll concede this. Mariah's vocals are nuts. The melody is undeniable, and if you love this song, you really love this song. But for me, holiday music is kind of more about warmth, the simplicity, and nostalgia, not being sonically clotheslined by sleigh bells and whistle notes. So yeah, I respect the pick, Mike, but I acknowledge the greatness. But personally, I'll be in the corner pretending it doesn't exist until December 24th. And even then, only once.
I love that we disagree on this one, Joe. And you know, actually, probably 10 years ago, I would have shared your exact sentiment for it. But let's not kid ourselves, right? It's 30 years. I mean, this is a Christmas classic at this point in time. And yeah, does it sound like the commercialization of Christmas and the holidays? Yes. Was it intentionally done that way? Sure. But the joy that it brings people is undeniable. And I think that's what's changed me. I think that's what's changed me is like, I think I felt a lot like you for many years going, I hate that song. But to watch it change a room, to watch people quite literally sing at the top of their lungs and cheer when the song starts playing has changed my attitude about it. And I go, well, why isn't that Christmas? Why isn't that the holidays? So.
Yeah, I admit I'm the outsider looking in, Mike. But it's my Mount Rushmore, goddammit.
You know what's really harsh is I had to follow up Christmas, Baby, Please Come Home with Mariah Carey. That's not fair.
Maybe it's the order of operations.
I can't. You gave that was an unfair setup, and it was the only one I had left. So Joe, take us home, man. Fix this problem.
Well, I have one you can certainly poke at for similar reasons, but I just love this song, and that's the Chipmunk song. I know. I was expecting a laugh, but it's actually one of the most historically important holiday songs ever.
That's a bold claim.
I know. I'm a bold guy. It came out in 1958 and immediately went number one on the Billboard Hot 100, which almost never happens for holiday songs. Mariah Carey excluded, especially the novelty ones. It also won 3 Grammys, including Song of the Year, which feels insane in hindsight, but tells you how massive it was at the time. Keep in mind, the Beatles never won a Grammy. What makes it special is that it represents something we've kind of lost, and that's holiday songs that were made primarily for kids, but ended up becoming generational. The song is not trying to be cool, it's not trying to be emotional, it's not trying to manipulate nostalgia. It's pure, chaotic, childlike joy. And the brilliance is that it perfectly captures the true energy of the holidays. Kids being impatient, adults being overwhelmed, everyone talking over each other, and someone yelling, "Alvin," like they're ready to lose it. That's Christmas. Also, from a production standpoint, the sped up vocal technology was actually cutting edge for 1958. This wasn't just a joke song. It was very innovative. It helped launch an entire franchise that somehow still exists, and they're still making those movies today. And for me, why it's on the Mount Rushmore is it immediately transports me back to childhood. It reminds me the holidays are supposed to be silly, and it gives the episode balance. Not everything has to be soulful or polished like these other picks. You know, I kind of like some variety in my 4. So Every Mount Rushmore needs one pick that says we're not taking ourselves too seriously, and that is this pick.
Joe, I could absolutely tear this one apart, and that would make me a full-on liar because I love this song for all of the reasons that I probably shouldn't. It makes me feel like a kid again when it comes on. Sure, look, I'm not gonna lie, it's on a lot of my holiday playlists. I think it's on all of them, and it's one that I play even to a younger generation who sometimes are like, "What is this?" And I'm like, "Guys, this is the best parts of the past." For some reason, I just said at the beginning that Christmas music feels sometimes like the ugly cousin to novelty songs. This song is both a novelty song and a Christmas song, and somehow they equal each other out and just make it a beautiful thing. We had it. I've listened to it. You said it's been a classic since forever. If you haven't heard it while you're listening to it possibly right now, it's one of those that's just fun. It feels light. It's breezy. It's airy. And on top of that, it just reminds me of all of the Christmases that have come from the past. I love Alvin and the Chipmunks. I know there was a comedian that once said, if you slow it down, though, it sounds like three monotone men and the devil, right? So talking about the technology at the time. So yeah, it's kind of an interesting, I love this song. And screaming Alvin at the top of my lungs, man. When you have children, you realize how accurate this song paints of a picture of holidays with kids.
So that's it. That's our Mount Rushmore. Songs that don't just sound like the holidays, they feel like the holidays. Whether it's blasting music in the car, sipping something festive, walking around looking at lights, or just zoning out to a song, it takes you back to a happier, simpler place. Wherever that feel-good place is for you, how you celebrate, how you indulge, we hope everyone listening leans into it this week. So happy holidays, enjoy the music, enjoy the moments, and I guess this is our last one till Christmas, so we'll see everyone who listens after the holiday.
Yeah, we'll have to catch up with you before we ring in the new year. And Joe, you said it right, man. This is whatever you want for your Christmas music, man. I mean, everybody's got their opinions. These are our four. These are where we stand. But the real question is what are you going to put on your Christmas playlist? What are you going to play on your holiday
playlist? Mike, correction.
What are you going to put on your holiday playlist for Saturnalia or whatever it is that you're celebrating this season? So the real question is what are you going to carve onto your mountain? Until the next episode, he's Joe Mintz, I'm Mike Mintz, and this is the Mount Rushmore Show.